In Chicago, the only thing bigger than the Sears Tower is the city's illustrious basketball tradition. The high school courts around the Windy City have produced NBA stars like Derrick Rose, Nick Anderson, and Anton Walker. And no discussion of Chicago's basketball history is complete without mentioning the greatest player ever to lace them up. Michael Jordan is immortalized with a statue outside of the United Center. Yes, there's something in the water in Chicago. This city pumps out cold winter days and tough, talented basketball players. The class of 2011 features a player who falls right in line with the Chicago legacy. His name is Wayne Blackshear. He's a 6'5" forward who is determined to carve his name into Chicago hoops lore.
One thing that we do here in Chicago is just pride. Basketball it's it right here. This is the mecca of basketball, what we call it here. A lot of people say maybe New York, maybe LA. No, when you play basketball in Chicago, it's here. You know, we play with our heart. We treat the game with respect, and you know that's where you raise.
Chicago known for their toughness, and everybody want to play a Chicago team or something. You know, all the players that came from Chicago, some of them in the pros, they doing good as well. They got a name for themselves, and others got a college name for themselves as well. So Chicago is it's one of the big places for basketball. You know, people always want to play a Chicago team because they know they come from their toughness.
In Chicago, they don't get much tougher than Wayne Blackshear. As a junior, he averaged 29 points per game and led Morgan Park High School to the city title. Morgan Park won the city championship by 1 point, thanks to, you guessed it, a clutch shot by Blackshear. Not bad for a late bloomer.
He actually never played basketball until he was 13. I mean, he would a couple of neighbors of mine would take him out very seldom, and he would watch, but he actually didn't get to go out and play till he was about 13. And I never thought anything of it. I just said, wow, good, he's doing something. I was just happy that he did something. So I never noticed that, wow, he's gonna, blossom and be this swan of basketball. So
while Blackshear didn't pick up the sport until later in life, coaches always knew he had the attitude to succeed.
Every time he comes to the gym, he brings toughness. He comes ready to work. He put his hard hat on, and he just come perform. He don't complain. Whatever we throw at him, he do it. I mean, he's just a great guy to be around, ball player, everything. Possibly, to me, to be honest, I've seen a lot of ball players out here. They're number one in the country.
A kid like that is easy to work with, Get to practice, he want to work, he want to get better. When he asking you questions about how can make him better, it's easy to work with.
Blackshear got better thanks to hard work and strong influence. It didn't take long for Blackshear to be discovered by the Irvin family. The Irvins run a summer basketball program called the Mac Irvin Fire. The program has produced several NBA players and made some call the Irvins the first family of Chicago basketball.
They're a big part of Chicago because, they made some of the success from most of the basketball family in Chicago. One thing about them, they just gonna bring the best player out in practice, in the games, everywhere you go, and they just want you to play hard every time you step on the court, and that's what they just expect you to do every day.
My father laid the groundwork for 40 years. He's been around basketball all his life, and I've been around all my life and my whole family. And one thing he always taught us, he always said, love the kids. When they come in contact you, make sure you love the kids and show them the way and help them reach their full potential to get where they have to go, no matter if they play on your team or not. He said if a kid could play or got a good heart, just try to help them.
I never charged a kid a dime to play in a program, in terms of just fortunate enough, not poor, not rich, but was able to help some kids to form a better life through sports.
Along with the Irvins, Blackshear has been pushed by his stepfather, Kevin Thomas. Thomas forged a bond with Blackshear after Wayne's father died when he was a child.
I thought it was so funny that they could connect so quickly, and I never knew that Wayne was that fond of basketball. I didn't know, but when you're hanging out, you start developing a relationship more than just basketball. You talk about all type of things. And maybe Wayne was longing for that companionship of a father since his was deceased. So you know, it just blossomed into a great relationship.
Wayne Blackshear is quickly becoming a household name in Chicago. Next year, he will explode on the national scene when he plays at the University of Louisville. But he won't let himself grow up too fast. When the pressure is too much, Blackshear kicks back and watches cartoons.
I just watch all cartoons. I ain't got a favorite, but I don't know. I'm still a kid, so I just still do kid stuff. So I just watch cartoons sometimes.
Yes, Wayne Blackshear is just a kid, but if he keeps it up, someday he'll be a Chicago legend.